If you were walking in this hallway last spring, you would think, what is that smell? Well, I'm Ross Salvatore with the Student Investigators, and we'll be investigating what went wrong and what was done to fix it. Since being closed off, classes that were supposed to be in the hallway of the Fine Arts Building have been displaced around campus. For example, the Intro to Cinema class has been relocated to room 400 down the hall with the finicky television that drives Professor Chris Lee crazy. And every single one of the classes held in the Mac Lab has been relocated to the basement of the Elbin Library. This issue had left communication majors, digital media design majors, and more with an uncomfortable learning space, according to freshman Jamie Fowler.
I'm Jamie Fowler. I'm a freshman here, and I'm in digital media design. In the Mac Lab, it's louder down there just because there's other classes down there. Like, I know my English class is also in the basement of the library. I couldn't focus on my work at all. But now that everything's back up here, I think things are going to get a lot better for me and everyone else.
Although students feel that the transition from stinky classroom to closed-in library wasn't all that much better, Professor Moonjung Kang emphasizes that she is excited and thankful for the renovations that came from it. Although still acknowledging the hardships of the temporary Mac Lab in the library, she highlights many of the new renovations as opportunities that will deepen her teaching ability.
But then next semester I will use here majority time, teach more software and application. But then how they renovated, first of all, the direction was not like this. It was very inconveniently set up. So we were all taught it that way. And the oldest setup is very kind of meeting session. So I couldn't even reach the students. Some of them couldn't see me. But now we switched the TV set here, and then board is here. And if you look at that, this is another session, the table session for we can do lots of meeting. We also making lots of discussion before actually on the computer.
One of the other questions besides the stench on everyone's mind was, what is the cause of this? Was it mold, or was it a dead rat? Well, this may come as a surprise, but the answer is neither. Joe Rodella, West Liberty University's CIO and COO, has agreed to be interviewed to clear the air on the situation.
What we experienced there was water, which, science tells us seeks its own level. So it's going to go where it wants to go, and gravity's going to take it where it goes. As it traveled through the roofing material and through the building, it picked up materials. So that led to the discolored water or the odors, but there was no mold. We tested it. We had professionals come in and test the air quality, and it was not mold. I can't tell you that the water there didn't, and the odors didn't make people feel nauseous or ill, but I can tell you unequivocally it wasn't mold, and I have the documentation to prove it and be happy to supply it. We take that very seriously. When we hear the word mold, that's a serious concern and a risk to our faculty and our staff and our students, and one we wouldn't take. It's why we closed that wing of the building in the first place. We weren't sure what was there, but we knew we didn't want people in there. And step one is not replacing the symptom, it's the root cause, right? So it was the roof that needed replaced.
Well, there's the hot story. A failed roof and contracts were the reason for all the drama. 4 semesters later, and the smell, it's gone, and students are no longer in the library. Students and faculty are back in the Fine Arts Building with a new experience. Reporting for the Student Investigators, I'm Ross Salvatore.